So, I have something to confess. Among the big three in the world of anime, I haven't watched One Piece. Let's Draw Your OC, featuring one of my fans' original characters. I chose to do a spin a wheel for that decision, and the winner for this episode is The Ocean Sings. Thank you for submitting your OC, Moriko Nisa. Here is their submission. Actually, I was hoping I'd get a lot of feedback because of my YouTube subscribers. But then again, most of you are probably here because, just like you, I'm a huge fan of Miraculous. So even if I did my best to promote it in my socials, a very few responded and sent in their awesome OCs. Thank you for taking your time to send in their pictures and biography. Since few submitted their OCs, I'm going to draw one character per episode. The original title for this content is supposedly Let's Draw Your OC, just like what I announced. But I decided to change it because of the response I got. I'm not as big as the other creators yet, so I got humbled really quick into thinking I'd get multiple submissions. Not only that, but a troll left a comment in my Instagram being sarcastic about how the reels are doing numbers. You know what's even funnier? They seem like to read my mind. Because when I posted that, I was anxious to get some response that I kept checking all of my socials, in which I have never done before when I post a poll or any of my fan art. I don't want to get the dopamine boost and depend my happiness or worthiness with a bunch of numbers. I don't even know how the algorithm works, and having AI under Instagram isn't helping. So to username, please make the voices stop. Tell the voice inside your head to stop trolling others because it does not make you look good. And thank you, by the way, for your very lovely comment. It helped with the engagement. And with that out of the way, let's move on to something positive. So when I checked my email a couple of days later, I got responses to my fans, and you'll get to see their OCs as I make them. And because this has become a Let's Draw, and the minimal amount of submissions I receive, I'd probably be shifting every now and then, drawing your OCs, mine, or doing draw this in your style, so there will be varieties. The submission for Let's Draw is still open, so if you're interested in sharing your OCs with us, please go to the description below or to my community post for more details. I will no longer show the rest of the details. Moriko has to keep her mysterious. I know they shared all the details to me, but I prefer that they will be the ones to share them to the world because it's their creation. Just like I mentioned in the intro, I haven't watched One Piece, so all the details given to me is kind of new. I wanted to draw Moriko in One Piece style, but that wouldn't be in my style. So I just draw her in my style. At first, I was challenged to find a pose for Moriko because she's the sweet and shy type. I somehow saw my old self in her before my anxiety, depression, trauma, and whatever came along. Let's talk about that some other time. This is not the segment for it. I have another new segment coming out, so I might just talk about some serious stuff in there or just anything in random. Excuse me for inserting my dark experience back there. So, back to sweet Moriko. When I saw her skills and her weapon, I decided to work on that. I'd like to represent her that despite her being shy, she can also be strong. It's been a while since I've drawn a chubby character, so I was afraid I might not do justice with Moriko's physique. I wanted to show Moriko's confidence and powerful side during a battle. As most shy characters have deep power from within and are usually looked down upon because of their personalities. Similar to real life actually, you are easily judged with your physique. Like if you have a different size and does not meet the normal beauty standard, you get ridiculed and because of that you get low self-esteem. Then you are ostracized. If you wear glasses, people associate you in being smart, a nerd, or a loser. Then you are manipulated or used because of your brains. I could relate to both of these incidents as I have been in those situations. But I was actually glad that I have friends back then that accepted me as I am. Sure, there were bullies, but we made it through because we were together. Life was simpler before. I'd probably give anything to go back to those times. Moriko's bluish outfit makes me actually think she has water abilities. But boy, was I wrong. Probably the stereotype of what color the character has in their appearance gives away their abilities. Like if it's a fire type user, we usually see a hot-headed character or anyone with red or pink hair or something red in their clothing. If it's a cool type of character, they're usually quiet and the popular one associated with ice or dark powers. So whenever the character wears something neutral or something that does not give away their abilities, it makes them feel mysterious, right? What got my attention was the blue wing, the cute sword with the wings as its handle. With an orb at the end of its tilt, it reminds me of Magical Girl's weapon, similar to Magic Knight Ray Earth. If anyone is familiar with it, then yay! You're within my age range. When I was almost finished with Mariko, I just realized that I should have done a wanted poster of her because that's what One Piece is well known for, right? I'm seeing lots of posters from anime stores or conventions. So why I haven't thought of that? That must look cool, right? Then when I created a background with Mariko being in a ship and seemed to be fighting or probably training herself, the idea just went poof. Actually, I was just planning to do a simple background for this. I can remember that there were times that I forced a background on a piece I made. Like, it's not planned out. But now, I realized that not everything needs to be planned out. I just let my imagination went wild after I finished coloring Moriko. I just went on and decided that she'd be on the ship and preparing for a battle, training, or whatever you think she's doing in here. So other than making Mariko be in a fighting pose to show her other side, it was because she's in a shonen anime series as well. I remember most of my series are literally shoujo based ones. I think my published and unprepared ones, What Cannot Be Taken Back, and Midori Feels were outside the usual genre I write. If you have been a fan for a while now, especially in my DeviantArt, you'd probably notice the first manga I posted there, which is entitled The Mirror of Fishes. I did mention that my friend and I were still working it out, but we kind of stopped midway. We were having issues continuing the plot because there were a lot of plot holes to fill into, and there were multiple characters in there. We tried making a character biography like Moriko's, so we have a goal for each one. We managed to get that far, but when we were making the plot, we both have different ideas on how to continue them. So if ever you see that title in another site, because I have no idea if my friend posted it and continued it herself, then my ideas are not included in there. I wanted to get it out there because it was a memory of our friendship and we made each of our characters in there. But seeing how our friend group is now, I think it's safe to say I would no longer be interested in continuing it. I think I would be more inclined to work on my originals instead. So here's the final piece of Moriko Nisa, an original character created by one of my fans, The Ocean Sings, based from the anime series One Piece. Do you have an OC that you want me to draw? Details are in the description below. Thank you for your support and see you in my next video.